Hi, I'm Angela Nicholson, Head of Testing for Future's Photography Portfolio, and I'm here in Death Valley in the US to take a look at the new Olympus OM-D E-M10. I'm holding a pre-production sample of the camera, so I can't show any images from it, but let's take a look at the handling features. First up, you'll notice that the E-M10 is very similar to the E-M5, the very first OM-D camera. It's just a little bit smaller, slightly more compact. It's got the same little thumb rest on the back and relatively shallow grip on the front. It feels slightly less robust, but it still feels really nicely put together. On the top of the camera here, you can see there's a mode dial which allows you to select between the exposure modes, and obviously we've got aperture priority, shutter priority and manual, as well as the scene modes and the art filters. On the top of the camera on this side, we've got two dials similar to the EM5, but they're a little bit chunkier and they allow you to change aperture and shutter speed. Like all the OMDs, the camera's got an EVF, an electronic viewfinder, and it's the same one as on the original OMD, and we've also got a tilting 3-inch touchscreen on the back. If I take my sunglasses off, I can actually see the image on the screen quite well, even though we're in very bright light. But of course, in these sort of conditions, it's much better to use the electronic viewfinder, and that provides a really nice clear view. Inside the EM10 is the same 16 million pixel sensor as inside the original OMD, the EM5, but it's got the new processing engine, the TruePic 7. This camera is designed to be the entry-level OMD, and it sits just below the EM5 in the range. So there are a few differences. For a start, if you have a look, the hot shoe is here, but there's no port for accessories. And on the bottom, you'll find that it's not possible to attach a battery grip. And rather than having 5-axis image stabilisation, there's just 3-axis stabilisation. I've got Olympus's new 14 to 42 3.5 to 5.6 lens mounted, and if I switch it on, you'll see that it's a power zoom, and we've just got a little zoom control there, and there's the focusing, the manual focusing ring. So I've just turned the camera off. You'll see that the lens collapses down to make quite a small unit, and it really complements the small size of the camera. If I press the function 2 button on the top of the camera, bring up this graph which enables me to adjust the highlight and shadow tone to boost or reduce contrast as you want. There, I've boosted contrast. If I select the art filters option via the mode dial and press OK, I can actually edit some of the filters. So I've got grainy film selected there, and I can choose whether I want to use that type or type 2, and then I can add frames or various effects, and then you can save it. So that's applied the effect. Now if I go back to aperture priority mode, I can select that effect while using aperture priority. As I said before, this is a pre-production sample of the EM10, so I can't show you any images from it, but I'm really looking forward to getting a full production sample in for testing in the near future. For more information about the Olympus EM10, take a look at our review on techradar.com.